Hi everyone, it's Kendra, your life and relationship coach, back again with another video, specialty in health science, guys. As you know, I am always here for a good conversation. I hope you're enjoying the channel. So this video is going to be about character development and just ways that we can develop our character. It was just on my heart to share about character, and I just hope that you can get something from today's video. You can always book me at emailing me at book@candracurry.com, and you can always go to my website www.candracurry.com if you ever just want to have a consultation and just have a conversation, maybe on some things that you'd like to work on, and maybe I can help. So this video, guys, it's going to be about character development, and this can go a lot of different ways, and as always I have my notes, so I hope you guys can take something from today's video. Basically what was my feeling about it is that, you know, oftentimes we want things that, you know, will require a great deal of character in order to maintain it. And just like a parent, a good parent wouldn't give their, you know, child anything that's too heavy to handle. Sometimes in life, God doesn't want to give us things at the timing because our character needs development, right? And we have to be able to accept that and you know, go in it and wait. And we have to allow our character through waiting to develop. And some ways that we can do that is just like I'm saying, waiting. You know, patience helps builds character. I know that in waiting, sometimes it can feel like, oh my gosh, you know, this feels impossible, but with the waiting comes so many rewards, and they're intangible at times, but once we've sat there and allowed ourselves to mature and grow through the waiting, we can begin to have the character that's needed in order to maintain the good things that we're looking forward to happening in our life. You know, character development is so important, you know, and just, you know, every aspect of life. Like, I wouldn't want to give a child a Tesla at 6 years old, right? I've heard that example before, and it's so true. It's like, that's a really nice, expensive car. You want your child to be, you want to put them in the best situation possible. You don't want them to you know, kind of not overdo, but you don't want them to be overwhelmed. That's the word I'm looking for. So you don't want them to be overwhelmed. And I feel like, you know, oftentimes people want things, and, you know, they want the good marriage, they want the good job, you know, they want the good thing, and it's almost like, do you have the character that's needed? And character development is so important, because that's how, you know, millionaires can get to the top and then they can lose everything. It's because of their character not being there. And we see this oftentimes in lives of celebrities and lives of others, you know, like when you wonder what happened or what could have been the outcome, like how did they lose everything, you know. And sometimes our character just was underdeveloped, it was immature. And that's a whole nother video in itself, going from, you know, just childhood to adulthood. And the difference is, you know, just being able to just sort of doing what needs to be done, whether or not it's comfortable sometimes. And if you don't have the character to do that, why would God give you something, but why would you want something that, you know, you don't have the character to maintain it? Because things aren't just given to us to, you know, look good or sound good. Things are given to us because we can be stewards and responsible over those things. So a good parent will give you something that you can handle. He will give you, a good parent will give you something that is, you know, feasible at your age and at your stage. And so the same goes in life. You know, we got to have the character, and patience does build character. It grows you up. You know, you realize from childhood to adulthood that, man, some time has elapsed, and what has happened is your maturity level, your thought process, and you just coming into the realization, like, I have to wake up and go to work. I can't just lay in the bed and sleep, or I can't wait on mom and dad to do it. And that same principle should apply to when you're wanting something, a change in your life, and you're wanting something new. You want something that is different. You know, you have to have the character to be able to maintain it, so that it's not just thrown and mistreated. You know, and character development is so important, and that's why at times I feel like, you know, can some things be better about me if, you know, there's something that I'm waiting on? There's always some work to be done. There's always some unturned leaf or unturned rock that I can focus on, and that will get my attention and off of the thing that I'm waiting so long on, because I know that as a mature Christian, as a mature woman, that there is some work that I can always do. I can always work on any part of my character, you know, work on patience, work on being peaceful, you know, just being patient. It does develop so much character, and it is so good to have character, because it shows that you have what it takes in order to handle that blessing. And then once God is ready, he will trust you with so much more. And it's a beautiful thing once it does come in its time, and it's just like, man, like, it was perfect. Like, I can handle it. It's not going to just be, you know, mistreated or thrown to the wayside. It's going to be handled with care. You know, have you ever seen a child have something and they just, you know how to take care of it? You're like, oh, okay, they can handle that. You know, the same goes in our life. Like, I want to make, you know, God proud, right? You want to make God proud. So you want to have the character, and he knows exactly when to give you that good thing that you're waiting for, okay? So, definitely patience is a key. I would say the next thing, purity is a good thing to have, because it's almost like the concept when they say, like, you know, the refiner sits by the fire and he waits for us to come out pure as gold. And it's like that. Like, purity does develop character. It's just that moral compass in us that just says, like, yes, do this, or no, don't do this. It's just character, you know. And how to develop it is purity, going through tough situations, which no one likes. So, you know, that fiery trial, that fiery situation at work, or that tough, you know, child that you've been working on, or that tough friend, or that tough relationship, like, it's getting something out of you. It's refining your character. It's teaching you how to love more. It's teaching you how to be, you know, peaceful more. It's teaching you how to stay calm and level-headed. And that helps develop character, because at another time when you need it to be calm and level-headed, you've already have learned it from a previous trial or previous tribulation. And that's why sometimes we're not getting and grasping those lessons that we need when we're in the trial. We're so ready for it to be over, instead of just wondering, what can I grab while I'm in this trial? And that's one thing I'm big on. Like, if ever a trial comes to me now, I handle it and I go for it in it, and I'm grateful for it. And I'm just like, oh yes, I love a good confrontation if it's going to build character in me. I'm not afraid of the trial, because I understand it's developing something far more greater in me, and I take it as a challenge. I love a challenge, okay? So God definitely knows when to pull you out of that situation. He's like, you look, hey, you had enough, you've developed enough character, okay, that's enough, quit, you know, out of there. You know, all of a sudden you realize your situation just changes because you've developed what you needed to in that situation. And then there will be something new to challenge your character, because in each level we go in, it gets greater and greater and greater, and we're just going from glory to glory to glory. So I do believe, like, trials are so needed to help purify us, to help kind of grow us up, to help mature us, and bring forth that ultimate good reward that we've been working hard for, right? So purity. So the last but not least is just having hope. hope will build character. And don't think as not being Christian that you can't build off of these things. You possibly can, but these are biblical principles that I'm implementing in my life, and that I would say for anyone, they can implement them in their life. But just having hope. And having hope, it does something. You don't lose sight. You you're focused, and that's the kind of character you need. You don't want to just be full of greed and full of, wanting so much till it's like it overtakes you. You're just wanting, and you're not really having hope. You're just kind of wanting. The wants are good and fine, but hope is tied to us just having the endurance. It's just like it builds something. Like a want is different. I wouldn't say just having want is important. I would say having hope, because hope is just like, man, I have the endurance, like I'm looking forward. It's cool to have faith. Faith believes, but hope is just endurance. Like you're just able to just not just want, because a want, it's not as satisfying. But being hopeful, it produces more joy, and it produces a greater character. A want that can be kind of driven out of selfishness, I feel like. So just having hope is important, also in developing the character. It all goes good hand in hand. So patience, purity, hope, those things will develop character. So when you are trying to get to that thing that you are pushing for, your goal, you can be able to have the character to maintain it, and you can be able to just steward it and take good care of it, guys. So I hope you've learned something from today's video. I hope that you continue to build your character. I hope you find something that you can hope in, and allow that trial to purify you and allow it to build your character. Do not run from it. Take it head on, and really be empowered. Y'all know that's my favorite word. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. Until next time, see you later.